Hello and welcome to this Let's Play of Maximum Geese on Gaia, where angels fear to tread. Before I go any further, I just want to take a minute to pause right here. Can you hear that? That is Coheed and Cambria. That is literally Coheed and Cambria in a RPG Maker game. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. I can't say whether it's a good thing or it's a bad thing, but sure as hell is unique. So for that, I gotta give Max McGee props. I mean, I'm not even a huge Coheed fan or anything, but that's still, like, pretty cool. Just worried about the licensing issues, but then again, you're using RPG Maker 2000, so that's a bit of a non-issue there. Just a couple of points about myself and why I'm actually doing this Let's Play in the first place. You may know me as Yellow Magic from RPGmaker.net, which is a community for RPG Maker enthusiasts. I'll go into RPG Maker a bit in a bit. And I first entered the kind of scene way back in 2003, 2004, which is basically when I found out about this game. Along with a lot of other prominent games at the time. And I'm doing this Let's Play in particular because Max McGee, I basically made a post in the RPGmaker.net forum, basically saying that, look, I've been here for so long, I've made a few games, but not really done a huge amount for the community, so I thought, in what way could I actually give back and do something just a bit more for this community that I've been a part of for like ages now. And I decided that not only do I want to give back to the community, I also want to kind of improve my communication skills, which is a big deal for me now that I've graduated from university and I'm in the working world and everything like that. So I went ahead and posted, and surprisingly enough, the one and only Max McGee, aka Legion, was the first one to post in the thread. And he suggested that I actually Let's Play his games. So I said sure. And well, here I am. So enough about that. And just another word about RPG Maker. I've been mentioning this a few times already. For those not in the know, RPG Maker is basically a series of game-making engines, more specifically for RPGs, published by a Japanese company called Interbrain. From what I can gather, it was developed by a company called ASCII, and it's been going on for a while now. I think it started off on the Windows platform anyway. It started off in around 1990, probably 1995, which is when RPG Maker 95 was released, and it's still going strong. So it's up to RPG Maker VX Ace now, I believe, and there's still a thriving community, so hopefully a lot of people will be interested in one of what's known, I guess, as one of the more classic games of the whole RPG Maker scene. So I'm just going to quit ranting for a minute and get going with the game. Just to clarify again that this game was made for RPG Maker 2000, made with RPG Maker 2000, so it's going to seem a bit dated. I'm just going to hold off a bit because I actually want to read this. I did play this game a bit back in 2005. Was that Pink Floyd? Alexander Pope as well. Wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, one of the things you will notice is that the graphics in this game might seem a bit dated to the modern day PS4/360/720 Xbox One. That's it. It's going to seem a bit dated compared to those games. Should I go for normal? I'll go for normal. But you shouldn't really be dissuaded from using RPG Maker engines, because they've actually improved a lot on the graphics front since then. So just know that this game is a classic game, kind of, more or less, but it's not really in the same style of modern games, I would say. Iron Gaia. Name sharp already. Ooh, this is a flashback. This is all a game of flashback. Prologue. Neat. And this is classic RPG Maker graphics right there. From what I can remember, no, I remember this tile set actually, and it's not part of the standard RPG Maker RTP package, runtime package. Right, so clearly something's happened. It's really weird when you're playing a game that just looks like this. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I mean, it's certainly showing its age now. This is more like it. This is more of the futuristic RTP that was popular way back in the day. So if you've been in RPG Maker scene for a while, you would have known about a blurred line. Sorry, I was just reading that. I'm still trying to decide whether I'm actually going to talk through cutscenes or whether I'm gonna just let the narrative unfold and just stay quiet in the background. It's still something I'm thinking of working on. Okay, well the thing is I can actually move now. That's actually pretty good, because in a lot of games, I mean even I'm a defender, you get a point where in the first like half an hour or so you're just not able to move, and it gets a bit annoying I guess when you actually just want to get on with the game, so actually being able to move around the games is pretty good. So the thing is better than seamless, turn to normally. He's got this bit of skills that seem to be combinated. Pretty neat, I guess. Can't save yet. That's fair enough. Not many games would be doing save anywhere, especially this early in the game. So, wow, if you can actually hear that, there's quite some detail paid in terms of footsteps. I can actually hear the footsteps, which is not really something you get in many modern RPG Maker games. So, kudos for that, I guess. And we are into our first battle. So this is the classic kind of RPG Maker UI/UX for RPG Maker 2000 battles. And there's never really been that much customization for what's known as the default battle system. But hopefully there's some sort of innovation here, even though it's an old game. I don't really expect that much. I'm just really playing it for the experience and, you know, raising awareness of the older RPG Maker scene. Anyway, let's have a look at the skills. Something I forgot to mention. That was probably pretty obvious that I have not actually played this game before. Well, strictly speaking, that isn't correct. I did play it way in 2005-ish, when I was like really new to the scene. I played about an hour of it. I didn't know whether I got bored or something, I just stopped playing. So, effectively, this is a blind Let's Play. Right, so we got rock and roll, low accuracy, high damage. Does damage, restores health. Was he actually able to program that in? Oh, fair enough. Which is bleeding, attack down, and KO. Gunshot, aim at kidneys. Well, this is the only thing that says mass damage, so... Ooh, I put a slug in your gun. Spider tank there. I guess theoretically I should be attacking... Oh no. I should probably be attacking the things on the sides. But I can try to start using less damage anyway, 1 HP is lost, yeah, it's not really these are fairly descriptive skill descriptions. And as you can see, they're not really doing it actually. I guess because it's the... Okay, there's a bit of a balancing issue right there. I mean, you shouldn't really get to a point where a skill that requires a certain amount of, I guess, E would be I don't know. It would be the equivalent of like SP or MP anyway. When you do an attack using SP or whatever, it should do less damage than a normal attack. So, if you're ever interested, Max, in doing a bit more balancing, well, there you go, there's something. Right, so going off his battle, and a neat little battle animation later, and we are done. Ain't we got time for delays. This is another tune I think I should recognise. Is it Wild Arms or something like that? Dunno. I just realised I'm not actually keeping track of how long I'm spending playing for this one video. That might be an issue later, but then again I could always go do some Sony Vegas magic. Okay, so I mean, honestly, it doesn't look that bad for a more old-school RPG Maker game. You can tell that there's some thought put into the environments. Like we got the scrolling panorama here, and we got the futuristic setting more or less to a T, I'd say. Right, so this guy, called the Anomaly, Cygnus, is spreading a virus. It's pretty good music to face. That's the end of that. Poor Cygnus. R.I.P. Love that. Okay, I mean there, right there you can see a bit of an image clash. It's to be expected from a game, so I mean clash in terms of styles, but Gaia. And right there we get a nice little Beatles reference, kind of out of nowhere, but there you go. I guess that's one thing I like about this game is all the references so far. I mean, we've got Code Reed. There was a thing about Alexander Pope or something, it was Pink Floyd, and that is the Beatles, so clearly Max is a big music aficionado, which is, I can dig it, I can dig it. Okay, so clearly they're not friends with Cygnus. What I don't get is why this weird space thing who has something called a mother is wearing this kind of suit, sunglasses. But it's a cool look, yeah. Wait, what was his name? Shit, I missed it. Wait, that's Cygnus. Ah, cool. So he lost his hat, poor guy. Wait, sorry. Pause. That's a MIDI version of Black Sabbath, isn't it? Iron Man, I think it is. Wow. Just... And The Cure, you could argue that's a reference to a band as well. Oh, epic battle right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, go. No, Cygnus, come on, Cygnus. Yeah, you go. Cygnus for life. Too deep for me. Oh. Yeah, this is where I guess the Sanguichi Mega 2000 game really started showing its age. Like, big time. This is another song I recognize. This is System of a Down. What the hell? Seriously. It's quite funny actually. I'll talk about this after this cutscene. This really dramatic, incredibly choreographed cutscene. Not saying that it's poorly choreographed, it just looks hilarious. These graphics are put on your makeup or something like that. You want to. Sorry. Wait for it. No! Go in peace, brother! Reminds me of Liquid Snake. Oh, and it's snowing for dramatic effect. Wait, snowing? Nice little robot there. It's the Sanguichi Mega 2000 tank vehicle, even. That is a tank. I don't recognize this track. Ed, don't wait. Why? Up. Wait, what? Well, that's Latin for in the middle or something like that, right? Into the midst of things, yeah. So media res is a term that's used whenever, for example, you start a narrative of some sort in the midst of all the action. So arguably the best example of a media res that I could think of would be Final Fantasy VII, when you start in that iconic scene. First you got the kind of zooming out of the city Midgar, and then you zoom back into the train, and then you've got like Cloud on that train just running on the train, then jumping off and kicking ass, and it's probably my favorite introduction to a game ever. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Fatal arrow. Shit. That's not good. I hope you guys are paying attention to what's going on, because I'm trying my best, but it is super hard to concentrate on so many different things at once. Just making sure that everything's recording. Yeah. Whoa, that was a fairly good one. Snowing in space, the ice that burns, and the spell algorithms run. sense. Rains, does space. Right, so apparently this guy is one of the, from what I can tell, he's one of the in charges of, like, engineering, or something like that, infrastructure you could say. And I occasionally get interrupted by speech bubbles, which honestly doesn't really work in a game like this where you have to stop and wait for the text to appear. So, I don't know how I feel about that. That's apparently not. It kind of matches the I need to activate an atmospheric shield. Naturally. I'm guessing it's slow running. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I guess we'll figure it out. So I was going to see a bit more about the man himself, Legion. I guess I should be calling him Max Legion. I did not see them. I literally did not see them. How was I supposed to guess that the atmospheric shield, which was, I have no idea. I guess it's this thing right there. So yeah, where was I? I was going to talk a bit about the guy known as Max McGee. So from what I can understand, he came into the scene way back in 2004. And this game, Iron Gaia, was basically his breakout game. It was what really got him in the scene. And from then on, I'm not sure about the quality myself of the games that he's produced. But in the early days, I guess, there was Iron Gaia, there's the sequel, Iron Gaia Virus. And Max has also done his fair share of thriller/horror games, which I haven't played. Backstage, I think there's one called Backstage. There's Everything Turns Grey as well, which I think is along the same lines. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding anyway. And then, curiously enough, I think he disappeared for a while or something like that, and then later came back. And what the community noticed was that he was basically going from less of a story-driven approach in his games to more of a battles, gameplay-driven approach, so focus on the battle system. I think a really good example of this contrasting approach, especially from this game, would be something called Two Arms. Two Arms was an interesting game because Max had basically treated it as a strategy game. And then there were critics who basically said, well, it's not really a strategy game, you've got 7 people in your party, that doesn't necessarily make a strategy game. Which, to be 100% honest with you, is something I agree with. In essence, it wasn't really strategy, or I think he called it strategy RPG. It was more of an RPG with lots of characters, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you. And the game wasn't amazingly well received, I might say that as well. So I guess a lot of people wanted to return to the more story-driven approach, which is fair enough, I guess. People are returning to it. Right, so clearly I gotta shut this thing down, or activate the coolant. Something like that. Well, give me a choice, right? Wait, what? Yeah, wasn't it like 4,700,000? Just figure out how kind of button. Wait, this guy keeps telling me something about it, so... I get it, so Gaia is an entity, like an AI, something like that. Is split personality disorder, something like that. Wow, check out that muscly chin. I did sense a disturbance in the... Seriously, lads? How did this guy know? Oh yeah, it was mentioned in the intercom or something. Whoa. Too deep for me. Am I actually gonna... I'm probably gonna lose this one, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade. Well... Right, so clearly I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this one. And you're not going to let me retreat or anything, are you? Alright. Alright. That is a very good idea. And tell you what, I have played quite a bit, and now it's time to actually see the results of my, results of my recording. Because I didn't actually really do a test run. I just went with it. So I'm going to call it quits for now. I might resume in a couple of minutes, I might not anyway. I mean, either way, I'm going to be sure to upload this as soon as I can. I hope this was a good intro to a really old, well, I don't want to keep calling it really old game, but I hope this was a decent intro to one of the more classic games, based on my understanding anyway. So until next time, well, firstly, thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.